Hey guys, welcome to this week's vlog exploring the magician life. I'm Josh, and this week I got to experience the three different extremes of being a magician. I got to MC an event, I got to do roving magic at an event, and I got to do a stage show at an event. I also got to geek out at a magic convention. Let's go to the first one, which is MCing.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
So what does it mean to be an MC? It basically means that you are conducting the event. You're sort of helping orchestrate, and during the night you're getting the audience's attention in order to start the next sequence of events, whether it's announcing awards or announcing the next act coming on, or announcing the CEO to come and give a speech, that kind of thing. It was a bit more of an intimate event, only about 80 to 100 people. And the room was beautiful. It was a circus themed event, so it made sense for me to be there, to have a magician. And typically my job was just to use bits of magic to get the audience's attention, because this is quite a talkative group, conducting of a lot of professionals in the property market, lawyer society, lawyer industry. They were lawyers. And very talkative, so my job was to sort of get their attention using magic and some fire and things like that. They had some amazing acts, sight acts, that were booked to perform during the night as well. And one thing that is a big no-no in events is to have an act come on while the guests are eating, or to serve food while an act is on, because everyone stops to look at their food and eat their food. So now they're only watching half of the act, because they're eating, then looking up, then eating, then talking about how good the food is, and then eating, and then looking up. And unfortunately, even though the act can be amazing, the audience it comes across like they don't care. So this is what happens when you give your audience food while an amazing act is performing. They still did a great job, and so did my friends from the Salt Poets, called the Quirk. They did an amazing job as well. And all up, look, it's a great experience. I don't MC events often because it is quite a lot more work as opposed to just turning up and doing a half-an-hour show. But nonetheless, it was a good night. Now the next event was pretty fun. It was 2 days later, it's the next day, and I got to do magic at a unicorn event. That's right, a unicorn party. Now, this was for a university accommodation company. So people that are coming from overseas to study, they stay in this massive building, and they put a party on for them. And it just so happened to be a unicorn theme. I don't know if a unicorn had anything to do with the word uni, but I like their thinking. And I got to do magic. Now, no one was dressed up as a unicorn, nor was I, but it felt pretty cool to have all the unicorn stuff around. So I just decided to call it a unicorn party. That's not mine. And last but not least, I got to do magic at one of the best events I've been to in Brisbane this year, which was the Assembly Magic Convention. So not only was I doing magic, but I was doing magic for magicians, which, if you think about it, is one of the hardest audiences to perform for, because the massive part of magic that people enjoy is the surprise. So how do you surprise people who know majority of what you're doing? Well, the answer is you try to use their logic against them. In other words, you perform a show that is what magicians think is going to happen, you're trying to do the opposite, or at least have a bit of fun with it. So not that I probably fooled many magicians, but I did try to add in as many quirky things or play on words as I could to keep the surprise at least. Now the show, I only had to do a 15-minute spot, and the rest of the show is filled with other amazing performers from around Australia and overseas.
Man, I think you're cool. I love this. So much envy, so much.
But that's only a very small part of the convention. After all the formalities are finished each day, everyone normally heads to the bar in the hotel, and we all nerd out and just show each other the best magic that's out now and that we've come up with and we've refined, and all this sort of underground magic that we don't perform at events, but rather we're still working on, or we just want to save just for one another, to fool other magicians. So after that 3 days, I couldn't film this vlog straight away. I had to take at least one day off just to try and recover a little bit, because as you can imagine, you don't do a lot of sleeping at conventions. This shirt actually was one of my good friends, Nathan Hedger. You've seen him in some of the past vlogs. You got to see the back of this shirt. Boom. And it basically says, be the magic. And just ignore the fact that it looks like the Illuminati symbol. He didn't know that was what that was. Or did he? So, jam-packed week. It was so jam-packed, it's actually hard to know what to document in the week. So hopefully the images, like the video, gave you enough to picture what was happening. But look, thank you for coming with me in this vlog this week. I have more exciting stuff to film this coming week, and look, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See ya.